What was your name? Nazrul. Where you demonstrated. Remember, we were doing it yesterday. So you sat with me and we demonstrated. Is there a question after that? Like after yesterday, did somebody have any question in mind? Who was he? Where did this guy come from? You know? Dr. Muhammad, yes, you have read it. Yes. Um, it's interesting because there's a lesson in that too. We didn't discuss the whole hadith. We don't have the time to. But when he left, Umar, radiallahu anh, and he's one of the very direct Sahaba, right? So he's sitting with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Actually, the narration is from him as well. The narration is coming from his son, but it's from Umar. Umar told his son, radiallahu anh, and then he told us. He didn't ask the Prophet. Like such a strange incident happened, and he didn't even ask him. So Umar radiallahu anh goes, فَلَبِثْتُ مَلِيًّا. That I sat with him for a long time, but I didn't say anything. Until the Prophet himself turned to him and said, Ya Umar, atadri man as-sa'il? Do you know who the questioner was? The guy who just came and sat with me. Nobody knew him. You had never met him. He was not a traveler. And such direct questions. And then he's verifying my answers. So he goes, Wallahu Rasulu Adam. Allah and His Prophet knows. I guess, فَإِنَّهُ Jibreel. It was Jibreel himself, alayhi salam. And you know why he had come? This is the last part. What I'm trying to say is, he said, "Ataakum yu'allimakum dinakum." That he came, Rawahu Muslim. That he came to teach you your religion. Like this is your religion, but he came to actually teach it to you. So everything that he did was actually a lesson. The way he came, how he was dressed, when he came, the way he sat, when he, this way when we sit in the tashahhud, the adab that he demonstrated, the questions that he asked, like everything was to demonstrate how we should approach our journey of learning, of knowledge. Okay, so we said we are gonna connect this, right? So we discussed this when some of our friends weren't there. We discussed the stages of khushu, how to get to khushu, to understand how important that is. This is أول علم يرفع من الناس الخشوع. That the first knowledge that will be lifted from the people will be khushu. And it goes later on goes أن تدخل مسجد جماعة فلا ترى فيه رجلا خاشعا, where it will be to the point where you'll enter a Jamia masjid, like a big masjid where the Jum'ah takes place, and there will not be, people will be praying. There would not be one person who would have this treasure of khushu. So how do we attain this? So to understand, we went through the stages. I'll just go through them really, really quickly, just for a recap. It starts with the first stage, which is khudu, which we talked about. And then without khudu, there's no jumping stages. You have to go through the first stage. First one is peace, submission, and stillness of the body, khudu. The second one after that, so it starts with khudu, and then it grows into contemplation, the mind. It starts with it grows into understanding what the Quran is saying to us, what Allah Azza wa Jalla is saying to us through the Quran. And then second stage, okay, once we get that as well, eventually the Quran starts acting on the heart. So it deepens into humility of the heart, submission of the heart. This is the third stage. So first one was body, second one was mind, third one is heart. And then the fourth and final stage, it completes. How does it complete? This is the climax of khushu. It completes with the awareness of Allah Azza wa Jalla. And what did he say? أخبرني عن الإحسان. What did he say, Dr. Sam? تعبد الله كأنك تراه. So yes, وَإِن لَمْ تَكُنْ تَرَاهُ فَإِنَّهُ يَرَاكَ. That you worship Allah in a way which it's like as if you can see Him, like you're looking at Him. Obviously, Allah is beyond imagination. He's beyond eyesight. He's beyond visualization. What the Prophet ﷺ is telling us, that you worship Him in such a way that you think He's right there and He's watching you. And that's the second part, that if you cannot imagine like you are right in front of Him, just imagine Him watching you. Like right now, if I were to be watching you, like your behavior, we call it the Hawthorne effect. Your behavior will be a little different. You're a researcher, so you know Hawthorne effect. So your behavior is going to be a little different. Just like that. When we are praying, we feel like Allah is watching us right now. Our behavior is going to be different. Our prayer is going to be different. That is ihsan. And this is the final stage of khushu. That you have complete awareness of Allah Azza wa Jal, that He is right there with you. So those are the 4 stages of khushu. And how do we get there? We build through the 3 stages. Obviously, every one stage is not just one step, Just having stillness of the body, even that is hard for us. But we persevere, we persist, we resist the urge to actually move around. And once we have that, we progress to the second one. Now, that's a long process as well. We need to know what the Quran is saying. So we slowly start memorizing the surahs that we usually read in the Salah, the small surahs. And once we start memorizing them, after we memorize them, we memorize the translation word by word. We try to. And mashallah, just there are some people in this masjid that have started doing that very, very recently. And may Allah Azza wa Jal give them perseverance. And eventually, inshallah, Allah will give them progress as well. That's the second one. And the third one, like we talked about, eventually the Quran will affect the heart. And this is one of the miracles of the Quran. And the last one, that's just, may Allah Azza wa Jal grant us that. واخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين سبحان الله وبحمده سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد ان لا اله الا انت نستغفرك ونتوب اليك. Inshallah, we'll continue tomorrow.